Hello, hello. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Come on, if you can hear me. Can you tell me that you can hear me? Anybody there? If there is, what I'm doing, I'm just burning some Palo Santo, just to cleanse the cards before we start on our tarot scopes. Just Palo Santo in our workspace. More cards and crystals. So I'm hoping this finds you well. Just wait for people to come in. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can't hear me, you'll have to let me know. So, done. Welcome to anybody that's come in. This evening we're going to do tarot scopes, and this is for the week. Hello, Siri, can you hear me? Let me know if you can't hear me. I'm using an earbud today. Oops, that's my ruler. Using an earbud just to see if you can hear me. I know the sound has been a little bit off in the past. I'll just check on my phone and see if you can hear me. Oh, you can hear me, good. Good, good, good.
Oh, you can hear me, good.
Turn that off, right? Brilliant. So, yes, tarot scopes this evening. We're just going to go through. Hello, Kate. How are you? Wonder if that's our Bev. She's late to the party. Hi, Dream Girl. Come on. Yep, our Bevs should be joining us. How's everybody been? Just to remind everybody, it is tarot scopes this evening. If we do have any time later, we will be doing questions. I am using an earbud, so if it is a lot clearer, let me know and I will use it for future. Hello, Pure Joy.
Hiya.
Hello, you're.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Just saying, I'm using an earbud today. Can you hear it better?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
Good.
Wow. Awesome.
Good. Good. I've pre-shuffled the cards and I've also put Palo Santo on them.
You've done what? You've done a tampon. What did you say about tampon? What?
Palo Santo.
Oh, I thought you said you're dealing with a tampon.
Certainly I'm not.
I was going to say, sorry, I'm sorry. Right, okay. Let's get something. So, I'm going to be using the Green Witch Tarot. Are they jumping out?
They are indeed.
Have we got who? Oh, sorry, we've got Kate, Jalissa, Kate. Lots of Kates. Lots of Kate we've got.
She likes to be known. So you're using your Green Witch Tarot, did you say?
Might as well, might I?
Oh. I'm using Radiant Rider-Waite. I've also paired that with the Anna K Tarot as well. We'll just pick and choose as we like.
Exactly, man. No rules here. And how's Kate? Kate doesn't like my snow, Melly. She doesn't like my snow at all. She's not a fan.
I'd have it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, she's not a fan at all. It's stopped now, Kate. You can rest assured. I did send it your way. I said Kate would like some snow. She wants to wear a big Wellington boots and kick the snow when she's on walkies.
Snow angels.
What? She don't want to do that.
Snow angels is the way to go.
Right, we starting this.
Right. So no, Kate, don't be rude. So we are starting off as always with our air signs, and it's for Gemini for next week, starting Monday the 17th.
What?
Is it Monday the 17th?
What calendar are you working from? Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, right, okay. It's just
it's Monday.
Right. What did we start last week?
The 11th.
All right, it's the 18th next
It's
Monday.
the 18th, yeah. That's why I got it wrong as well. Right, anyway, Gemini. See how this goes.
Norwegian people, anyway. It's sometime next week. Oh, hello, Queen Famous. Gemini. We're ready.
Way too many.
What star sign are you, Queen Famous?
Sorry?
What star sign is Queen Famous? Do you know? Do you know? Look at you sitting all regal in your throne room. You should wear a tiara, Melly. You look cute. Yeah, she's a Virgo. Oh, Virgo. Hope you didn't read my daily reading for Virgos. Is she frozen? Melly, are you frozen? She looks frozen, doesn't she? Where am I going? Nowhere. Looks like I'm on my own. Do you know, if you guys were with me this afternoon with Tarot's Talk, he kept on going, I have this effect on people. I go zoom, zoom, and they just disappear. Poof. Does anyone want to get rid of anyone? Just call me up. I can get rid of them. No problem. So, because we're on Melly's stream, she will be back. I can only presume that is going to be true. So let's have a look at Gemini. Gemini. Yeah, I thought she was I just thought she was going, what? And then, yeah, she's frozen in time. So that's not so good, is it? So let's have a look at Gemini. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. While we're waiting, because I don't want us to miss it, I'll read you guys an oracle card, like I did this afternoon when Tarot's Talk was on. So first of all, I'll pick Kate, if Kate's still here. It's just an oracle card. Do type down. I can't see it moving. I'm going to see if we're live. It does say we're live. Not so sure if we're live. We must be. I'm still here. Oh, am I talking to myself? Anyway, I'm just going to pretend to do some work. Well, Melly comes back. Hi, Aqua Leo. Hi. So it is working. Right, that's brilliant. So this is for Kate, crossing bridges. So it's important to cross bridges. Oh, there we are. So crossing bridges, that means going from one place to another. Sometimes what's under a bridge is pretty kind of fearful at times. You know, as children, we learned there was a troll under the bridge. But we still got to cross from one arena to the next. So crossing bridges, it can be seen as when we cross over as well. So on a spiritual side, it is a crossing over aspect. So anything that you're crossing over from one stance to the next. It's time for healing and connecting, mending and releasing, crossing a nice bridge. So that's nice. That was for Kate, if she's still here. And I am live, so that's good. So we're just waiting for Melly. This is, I don't know where Melly disappeared to. I seem to have that effect. Hello. So let's do, if Queen Famous is still here, let's do a oracle card for Queen Famous. Where is she? Right, I'm just going to carry on. Carry on. So we're having staying focused and hold the course. Queen Famous, that's always a good thing to actually do. So we've always got to have foresight and really aspire. And it's almost like when you release your bow and arrow. So you're pulling it back, aiming and firing. And we have to stay focused on that area that we want to go through. So this person is looking through their telescope at quite a high altitude. So perhaps you need to see from a higher altitude what exactly is going on. But stay focused within what you want. I think you've already got an idea of what you want, but stay concentrated and focused on that. Is that okay? And hopefully Aqua Leo is still here to do a reading. It's still live, 2 people. So Aqua Leo, let's just put this down. Okay, so I can see what's going on. Yeah, okay. So Aqua Leo, I'll just do an oracle card for yourself. Who knows where Melly is? She may have been this feed anyway. Who knows? Right, okay. I shouldn't be whittling it too much. Where is Melly? Good question. Where's Melly gone? That is a good question. Answers on a postcard. Where's Melly? Right, okay. So there'll be an explanation, don't worry. The dog might have done something, or who knows. So for Aqua Leo, we've got discovering the truth. That's quite funny, isn't it? So discovering the truth, you stand in the light of truth. So you will know your inner truth. Oh, here we go. I think she's coming back. So the inner truth is, hello, what happened?
Having some Wi-Fi. So
Wi-Fi. It's been bad today.
I've come on the phone and hoping that laptop.
Yeah. So I was just doing oracles for people, and this was Aqua Leo's discovering the truth because we didn't know where you went. So she will discover the truth once she goes on that journey. So that's good. So why have you moved? Are you plugged into the router?
No, I thought it had made
What?
exactly. Move it back in a minute.
Because you're breaking up. I can't hear you. Right. And I'm bigger than you. Oh, I see.
That's get back. It'll come back.
Right, okay.
Right, so Gemini.
Do you want to close this one down and open it again? Because it's a bit disruptive, isn't it? What?
Well, it's fine. I'll close it.
Carry on. All right, okay. Right, Gemini.
So, I don't know if you can see them. I'm doing my best. You have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups, okay? So, for Gemini this week, it could very well be that there is a new start coming, a new inspiration, renewed enthusiasm to a passion project. Definitely something that's trying to get your attention here. And it's quite possible that with the Two of Cups, it's going to be in relationships, all right? So if you're looking for a relationship, it's quite possible that it might be coming to you. It can also mean partnerships as in business. It can also mean partnerships as in friends. So what I would say is that if it is business partnerships, there is new ideas coming along, potential new business coming along. Yes, and that looks like a good week. After last week, Gemini, what we said last week, I think that's a lot better.
I've got for Geminis working quite hard to hone your skill sets, and also the Queen of Pentacles.
On to you, Purejoy.
So this is a great aspect here for Geminis to work hard at their goals and ambitions, to really make use of the new moon energy that we had last week and really develop what we really want. So it's an understanding of the skills that we do have and recognizing them, because sometimes we don't recognize them. We forget about certain ones. So reconnecting to something that you're good at personally and letting it flourish is a great idea. So do have patience with you, work hard, and aim for those great goals ahead.
Lovely. Right. Oh, God, my phone's going off. I'm not having a good day with this technology.
Yeah. Who are you doing now? Libra?
Yeah.
It's not on the screen, it just says Gemini.
I know, because I'm not in the computer. It's coming back
on
the Wi-Fi.
All right, okay. Libra now. You'll have to tell me which ones you're doing. All right, Libra.
So Libra, get getting that you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting the feeling that you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity, missed out on a long-term goal, with money. Maybe you're feeling your abundance, your money isn't doing very well, your business, your stability. But don't worry about that. I know last week you have a particularly good reading, but second card, Wheel of Fortune. Your fortunes are about to change from the Eight of Pentacles upside down, okay? So don't worry too much about it. Your luck is turning for the better. Balanced.
I didn't hear what you said about balance. I've got the Two of Pentacles reversed, so it's almost like maybe there's a feeling of time running out, or that cycle isn't turning significantly. So it's about recognizing that you may be holding too much to do just at the moment, and take that opportunity. I suppose when Melly was actually saying things, because it is Libra, it is all about balance and seeing the negative and the positive. Sometimes we don't have to have two things at once. We can just concentrate on what our heart's desire. And the reason why we can say that is because you've got the King of Cups here. So that whole desire of emotions is going to be a really good idea if you trust yourself, you're kind and patient with yourself, and know you can have it all. But take time, I suppose, to balance things up significantly in the right direction. Follow your passion, definitely. Follow your ambitions, most definitely. But make sure you have enough time and focus on those things that do satisfy you and satisfy all of your family and friends.
Beautiful. I figured out the way.
Aquarius. Right, we're having a good tour of Melly's room, aren't we, today? We've been everywhere. Oh, we've been everywhere.
Right, there we go.
Wow, what is going on now?
We're back. Oh, that's not good.
Wow.
That's better.
Okay.
Aquarius. Thanks. Final flip. Back on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's okay.
Okay.
Aquarius.
So, Aquarius, you have got for this week the Page of Wands, followed by a Fool. And what I'm going to say about this is there's definitely some opportunities coming along, Aquarius. There is a feeling that from especially your angels, from spirit, that you are getting messages that your abundance is on its way. You absolutely will run with it. You know your way there. You know how to get there. The Fool's telling me that. You have faith in this dream. You have faith in the skills that you have honed to get to this opportunity. And don't take no for an answer, because nobody knows apart from you. Because when you think it, you dream it, you believe it, it happens. And I also say with this card, don't forget the dog. Don't forget the loyal friends that you take with you. Always help out the loyal ones, and the haters need to stay behind you.
So, sorry about this. Our little Aquarians, we've got the 9 of Affirmations. So this is a card perhaps where you may be not overthinking, but not thinking in a more clearer light. One needs to see clarity about the situation, and when you have the Oak King upside down, it's almost like you refuse, in a way, to believe that things can turn out on a good scale. When we have the Oak King the proper way, it's the Hanged Man, and they need to do this to realize their full potential of who their spiritual side actually is. So when we look at things in a kind of nightmare situation, we don't want to do this. So some of you perhaps are unwilling to see the truth of the situation and rather would pay attention to the negative. So it's almost like you're having your mantra of disbelief. And that's why Melly got the Fool card for the trust. The trust aspect is essential. Trust yourself. Why don't you put this the right way and really take time out to realize what the truth is of your situation? It's there for you. It's there for everyone to realize. You just have to take some time out and rely on your intuitive side.
Absolutely. We've all got it.
Exactly. Tap into it.
We do. So next are Aries.
Oh, she's muted herself.
Yeah, I just mute myself while I'm shuffling because it sends reverb back to me. I can hear the shuffling.
Yeah.
So Aries, I'm getting the feeling that perhaps things are feeling a little bit depressed at the moment. With the Sun card reverse, you're not feeling that hope, that happiness that comes with the Sun card. It may be that you need to rest and meditate, as we can see with this Four of Swords. If I can get the glare off it, there is a definite need for you to have some rest at the moment. Maybe you've been working really hard, helping other people, and not taking care of yourself. But you also had finally the Judgment card, and this was very clear in that it wanted to come out. You're gonna give yourself to spirit in terms of realize that they are there, realize that they are there to help you. There are higher beings at work here in the universe, and they can really help you. And by meditation, you will really get that sense of tapping into them. Judgment can also be a card of karma, so any good stuff that you've put out there, I'm getting that can actually turn this Sun card upright again. And it might be a complete surprise to you from people that you didn't realise you'd helped before actually want to help you. So look out for that, Aries. Pure joy.
So for Aries today, we have, well, next week. Pre-warned is always a great thing. So we've got these 7 of chalices. So on an emotional side, we have to kind of listen to the elements up here, the elementals. In what sort of choice do we have? Is there a choice in your particular situation? Normally there could be, but maybe there isn't. And that's why we have the Ace of Cups reversed. It's almost like you're not feeling the love, the self-love, the kind of aspect where we need to grasp. So to see the reality in your situation is to turn this upside down and really realize that you do have power and you do have choice. So if you're feeling that you haven't got a choice just at the moment this week on an emotional side, then take a step back, have a few deep breaths. I think Melly had the meditation card. Good idea. So to actually do that will allow not to judge yourself too harshly as losing your own power. So that's essential. So if you get anything from next week, just take time, breathe out and reassess. This energy is not going to last for long. Don't worry too much. But like Melly said with the judgment card, kind of press the reset button. It's probably a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. Reset.
Absolutely. Sometimes we just need to do that, to be fair.
Absolutely, we all do. Reset. Where are we on now in your weird astrological? Leo or Sagittarian? Leo, great.
Let's see what Leo needs to know for the week of the 18th.
I bet the poor Leos have been very cold up in the northern hemisphere. Poor Leos. All out of place. Poor Leos. They like it nice and hot.
While we're here, I'll actually write down the timestamp.
Oh, good idea. Save a job.
Save me a job list.
Right, thank you for the one and only person that's listening to us. Oh,
so right. Kind of an oxymoron in this one. Leo, there seems to be, for you, Leo, there is celebration, but the death card came, is it the death card? Yeah, the death card came up after it. So it's making me feel like that the success and potential that you have is it actually going to bring about a transformation, all right? Death in the tarot is change. Really big change. Can't miss it. Like a billboard in your face. Massive transformation, all right? You know, success brings a lot of things. And this is success around your inspiration, the things that you find passion about, whether that's people, places, or activities, your job. So there's definitely some success there, and it does actually transform your life. I don't know whether it will be for the better or the worse. I'm not getting that it's going to be absolutely dire because I don't see the tower. That to me would make me think, oh, good grief. But no, with the Four of Rods, there's definitely an air of celebration, family, togetherness, and then some kind of transformation. So look out for that next week. That confused me, that one.
Right. So I have the Page of Wands in reverse. So maybe you are losing a little bit of inspiration and you don't quite own your power. And also with the Nine of Athamanes as well, it's almost like thinking that things are a lot worse. Smoke. Sorry, that's the drawback of incense. So the Nine of Athamanes, perhaps you're thinking things are a lot worse than they actually are. Maybe you're paying attention to death in a negative way instead of a positive way. So just realize that you do own your power and turn that little page in the right way and learn that you do hold power, and especially with thoughts and feelings, and bring the peace of mind. So maybe today, if you actually set around with the Page of Wands in the right position and learn some meditation techniques just to kind of calm the mind, to be able to cope with what's to come. Because the Nine of Athames is not a good card to actually dwell on and think that, oh, disaster's coming. No, learn to calm your mind is the message of the week, if that helps. Hello, Vicky's Intuitive Tarot. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing?
That's
So I think we're on Sagittarius.
Comments even. So we are going on to Sagittarius. Hi Vicky, hi Aqua Leo. I didn't mean to miss you before. I was having technical difficulties.
A lot.
Which, thankfully, are now sorted.
Sagittarius.
So Sagittarius, you've got two cards. You have the Six of Cups and you have the High Priestess. Okay. Now with the Six of Cups, it could be that you are, you know, taking a romantic view of times gone by. And sometimes we romanticize things, you know, the things that we've been through, people, places that we've seen. When at the time it could have been quite hideous. We'll always find the good in it. It could also be that people from your past are coming in. What I get mostly, because you've got the High Priest next to it, is the Six of Cups being more about inner child work and making that inner child happy, that inner child that's been through things and still isn't happy. And the High Priestess will help you to do that. Good when that she talks about really going in, you know, into your intuition, really looking, not almost like the hermit, but not on that level, not pulling yourself away from people, really going inside and thinking about potential that may have upset you, and dealing with those issues, because we can't carry them. They are in the past. They should be in the past. They shouldn't be hurting you in the present, and definitely not in the future. So Sagittarius, have a little think about that, about possibly dealing with some things that aren't very nice, but you need to release. Beth.
On the other hand, we have a new opportunity coming in. So for Sagittarians, we're getting very close to February. So your ship is coming in. Look at that. You may be actually steering your own ship, and that's probably a good way to actually go. So instead of waiting for the possibility, kind of, you know, make your own possibility. We have the Knight of Cups as well. So this opportunity that may be coming in may be the new romance that you've been waiting for, or it might be those lovely messages that you want. Whatever it is, there is a doorway of opportunity. So waiting for the right ship is probably one of the better ideas to actually do. You see that garden in the background of this particular deck? That is a gateway. And before the gateway is a table of abundance, of a party. So that kind of party that you actually see could be family engagements kind of thing, all those things that you come together. So wait for those special messages and special opportunity coming your way. It's coming. The energy is there. It just needs to burst through. Depending what country you're in, if you are in a kind of halting energy, then, you know, that energy is still trying to pour its way through. A bit like a Sagittarian with a bow and arrow, it is definitely going to aim at what it wants. So, yeah, good luck, Sagittarian.
Beautiful. So let's move on to our Taurus friends. Okay. So Taurus, when I was shuffling for you, I received 2 cards extremely quickly. And there are also 2 major arcana cards, which I have mentioned in the past. Maybe a little bit of divine timing that is needed on this one. For you, I got the Temperance card followed by the High Priestess. All right. Temperance talks about getting balance in your life, being potentially patient as well. There is patience around this, but I think for you itself, I feel like, you know, like the word temperance comes from to temper things. I get the feeling that potentially you may have been overdoing it a bit. I get the feeling, the sense of it's all or nothing, one extreme to the other. Like, can't eat healthy, you either diet and eat carrots for a week and then just go back to eating takeaways. It's that kind of what I'm getting. So there needs to be some kind of balance in life. Yeah, especially with the pouring the water from one cup onto the other. Absolutely needs to be some balance there. And I'm getting that with the High Priestess, it's actually saying to you, you know, you have to balance perhaps your physical life with what you believe spiritually or what is happening spiritually, because it is out there. You maybe aren't balancing it. Maybe you are thinking all in the physical or all in the spiritual. I've got to meditate, I've got to be this, I've got to be that, I've got to hear my angels, I've got to hear my spirit guides, I've got to feel something in my intuition. There has to be a balance. Otherwise you get neither. So just moderation in everything for you, Taurus. All right.
They can do it. They're Taurian.
Absolutely. Full in a china shop.
No, steadfast and steady. Right. We have this Ace of Pentacles scenario upside down. Are you feeling like the opportunity is lost? Uh-oh. So, yeah, you know, are you feeling unlucky this week? Uh-oh. It's time to get on the horse and go in search of a new venture, perhaps. So with the Knight of Pentacles, it is with a better understanding of what we lose. It doesn't matter, but what we can gain matters a great lot. So we need to get on a horse steadily, like Taurians do, or stable and steady as we go. Just like the Knight of Pentacles, steady as you go.
Some people still hear me. I don't know where Purejoy's gone. Can everybody still see me?
Just about, yeah. Right, she's probably going to go in a minute. So
just take a yes down if you can still hear and see me. Please, Aqua Leo.
Yeah, we can still see you, I think. So basically, Taurians, just look to the future. If you feel like you've lost a lot of things in life at the moment, the opportunity has been missed, don't worry. Just look to the future of the new opportunities coming. You can make them, but the best thing about Taurians, if your sun sign is Taurian, is you can see and focus what you truly, truly want. So when we lose a scenario, perhaps, that's okay, because it clears the decks. Or maybe you're just not looking at that opportunity. So make sure you do focus on work, career, and things that make you feel at home, like Taurians like. Yeah, so pampering yourself, but looking towards the future, definitely. Definitely.
Down to Virgo. And I started this list with times on it and didn't do any of them.
I know, you can't really do that as well as do.
One tries, one's best.
Yeah.
One tries. God loves a tryer. God, I'm trying.
You need a moderator to do that for you.
Absolutely. Right, so for our Virgo friends, we have the King of Wands in reverse, followed by the Four of Pentacles. So with this King of Wands in reverse, I'm definitely feeling that you are being potentially over aggressive with putting your point across. You perhaps are being overcritical of people. I only say this because I know a Virgo. You lack definitely compassion at this moment. And maybe you're feeling a little bit impatient with the people around you. All right. And this is coming from this.
Lost 1,000 subscribers then.
And I'm getting the feeling that it's because you feel stuck. You're feeling very fear. I'm going to keep all this to myself. I've made a little bit of extra money. I'm going to keep it to myself. I've got a little bit of extra time. I'm going to keep it to myself. You know, it's absolutely fine looking after yourself. There's not a problem with that at all. And if you do happen to make some extra cash, absolutely not a problem. But I think that there comes a point where you just go from it can be a bit much. I mean, everybody wants stability, okay? And with your Four of Pentacles, you know, it's a good sign that you might actually be able to start some savings again. And I think that that's where he comes in. But there's no need to be stingy with it. You know, if somebody needs, like, if the kids want an extra pay in pocket money, it's no big deal. It won't be eaten into your nest egg that much. It's definitely telling you as well, and reminding you that in these times where you have this abundance and you have that little bit extra to spare, in this one, absolutely make sure that you show gratitude, all right? Whether that's saying thank you to the angels, thank you to the universe, thank you to God, goddesses, whatever you believe in. And you know what? You can also pay it forward. It doesn't cost an awful lot to pay it forward. I see all the time where people have things like on the Instagrams or on the YouTube, like buy me a coffee, it's called. And I'm not saying that you should waste your savings on these people. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is there might be something simpler, someone around you who actually, you know, get a friend in for a coffee. You know, they've been trying to get in touch with you, and you've been busy. Spend a bit of time with them. It's not about always spending money. Get them over for a coffee. Listen to them. You might be, and I mean by Zoom, obviously, because we're in the pandemic. But you might be the person to just help them to brighten their day. So just do it. Just pay it forward.
So my cards are very similar to Melly's. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So you may have learned that lesson, what Melly's talked about today, and going into next week about the give and take and receive. But you can always see this husband of this woman. He's got his dice behind his back. He doesn't want to take the gamble. He doesn't want to take the risk. So there might still be a little bit of apprehension going on. So we have the the Oak King reversed, a bit like the King of Wands reversed. So we've got this reversed. So we're not kind of wanting to find the truth of where our stability actually lies and where we see value within ourselves. So we have to take a step back and realize, quite frankly, that you can take time out to realize that you do have your own power. If you have a few coins, yeah, that's great. How did you get those few coins? Did you work for it? Of course you did. You did X, Y, and Z to get yourself to this stance where you are. So can you not do that again? Even better than ever before. So you know, don't think you can't sacrifice certain things, because the Hanged Man is always about sacrifices. But when you're not willing to make a sacrifice on a financial level, then that's called stuck, stagnant energy, and it reeks of disbelief in yourself. So very similar to what Melanie said. So this is kind of a double message for you. Give and receive generously, even when you've got nothing, because the universe looks at that, as long as you're not being silly, and reward you greatly. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So, our Capricorn friends, you're up. I was shuffling while Pure Joy was talking, and you got 3 cards. You were being greedy today, Capricorn, and you know what? It was your new moon. We'll let you have it this time. We'll let you have it. So I don't know if you can see them all. Whoops. You got the 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. All right. So I'm getting the feeling for you, Capricorn, that next week potentially there is going to be some chance for your hard work to be recognised, or for you to enter into a collaboration work-wise. Sometimes people see the 3s as potentially a love triangle. Fine, that is also a reason that it could be. But I'm being drawn to more the work angle, or the things that you do for a hobby, perhaps. It's the hobby thing that comes to me a little bit more. And I think that potentially when this you're being drawn between two things, and you've got to make a choice here. Now, on the 2 of Wands card, she's blindfolded, but she's perfectly centered. She's sat on stone, her feet are on the floor, she's perfectly grounded. The waters are calm behind her. What are you doing, Pure Joy?
Saying ooh la la. Ooh la la. She's grounded. It's peaceful and calm.
She's grounded. You're going to be grounded in a minute. You won't be able to come out and play next week. Carry on.
She's going to kick me out. Oh.
No, I've been kicked out already, and I did it myself.
She's Queen of that one, Queen of Swords. Watch out for Queen of Swords.
Oh yeah.
She's going to chop me out in 2.
Just with the 2 of Swords. So there is definitely a decision to be made, Capricorn. All right. And you may feel like you have to defend yourself against the decision that you've made. To people who weren't included, but you don't have to defend yourself. I think she is smoking those funny fags again.
I don't smoke. It's very bad for you. I only inhale incense.
Yeah, apparently so, and do it quite badly. You may feel like you have to be defensive, and you have to justify the route that you've chosen, but you absolutely don't. You don't have to justify anything to anyone. It's your decision at the end of the day. It's down to you. Don't be bullied by other people.
She told us, didn't she? She told us good and proper. I tend to agree here. What she said. There is a major choice going on. You've got the Lover's card, so this choice is very down to earth. It's a very important decision to make. But you do have the World Tree with me. So this is quite good. So that means that all the wisdom that you've gained in your life so far, you can make the right decision. If you pay attention to your intuition, like Melanie said, you are grounded enough, and your emotions are calm, and you've learned a thing or 2. So when you get the Lover's card, which is the Lady and the Lord, in the enchanted green witch forest. We can see that balance of being active and being calm. And this is a very sensible card. These two are. So this decision for most of you are going to be very, very important. So it does take time, but you've got the wisdom and understanding and almost that completion when you feel very balanced with the roots of the tree, like Melly was saying, feet on the ground, grounded. The tree is always going to be grounded, and the Lovers is that higher choice. So make the choice wisely. You can do this. You've been pre-warned days in advance. So sit down, use your intuition, no problem. But like Melly said, in her aspect, you may have to defend yourself. But when it's a major decision, you're in charge. Major arcana cards are giving you that from the universe. So your decision, when you've made it, will definitely be the right one. So just go for it. Yay!
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that sounded a bit ropey. That sounded more like a donkey than an horse. Right.
Oh, that's me. What too hard. No break for the wicked, so that's Tarot's talk. No break.
For our Cancerian friends,
Yeah.
you started with the Three of Cups.
Ooh la la.
And you end with the King of Pentacles in reverse.
Get him on his back. Turn him upside down. Stampede at the party.
So it looks like, you know, there's going to be a definite celebration going on, a bit of dancing, a bit of cheering and raising your glass and woo, woo, right? Absolutely. It could be talking about in friends, in family, in emotional situations, you know, so it could be celebrating an engagement. Although how engagements are taking place after being locked up with someone for so long, I have no idea.
Yeah, you're all mad. Don't do it, don't do it.
Absolutely. So there's definitely some kind of celebration going on. I can't see it being celebrating because they've lifted the lockdown, but we live in hopes. Well, then you've got this King of Pentacles who has come to spoil the party. He's like the dad walking through the door and seeing his teenagers at a party in his house. And there feels like there may be some question of sort of bickering over wealth, bickering over money, bickering over things that material things that there really doesn't need to be bickering over. You know, to go from celebrating and then going to bickering over little things, it means absolutely no sense. It can also mean sometimes that somebody is definitely wanting to feel as though they deserve a change in status or a change in class via marriage. That's going back to the engagement thing. But I can't see it being anything like that potentially. For a lot of you, it won't be. For some of you, it may be the King of Pentacles actually sort of sitting down with you and saying, right, you want material things? Absolutely fine. But speak to your soul tribe. Speak to them about manifesting. Speak to them about intentions. These people can help you to get the abundance and the wealth that you desire, as long as it's always in the highest good. They can teach you about manifestation, successful and the correct way to manifest, how to get your intentions out there. And you can learn a lot from them. And yes, you could be able to turn this upside down. But as I say, it always has to be for the highest good and not going to harm anybody else. There you go, Cancer.
So we have the Six of Athamanes, but it was upside down. So you may be feeling that things are still rocky. What Melly said about perhaps little arguments and things like that, don't stick with them. We don't have to hold grudges. We can move away in silence, or not pay attention to what has been gone before. So it's always good to have the Six of Athamanes about going into a lot more calmer. And what perhaps aren't you doing at the moment, perhaps, Cancer, is you've got the High Priestess upside down. So use your intuition, put your intuition to good use. Just know who your friends are, who you can trust, what you can trust. Don't lose faith in yourself. That's the most important thing. And then you can move into a calmer existence, to basically do that. So just be aware that you've got the power of thought. You've got the focus of where your thoughts go. So just sometimes things are better just, moving away from them, isn't it? So the whole situation, maybe you have to move away from that person, who knows, but you're not using your intuition. And are they actually telling you what to do when you should be telling yourself what to do? With the High Priestess, that intuitive side, pay attention to your intuitive side. Does that make sense?
Scorpio. So, Scorpio, again, you decided you were having 3 cards today. And I think there's a very, very blatant message here for our Scorpios, if I can get it right. There we go. So you have the Knight of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Cups. What I'm getting is that there's definitely some action being taken, potentially coming out of your past. You see he's coming straight out the past and going towards this way. I think you're going to see where potentially someone or a situation from the past is going to be removed, and this is going to lead to some celebration. Sometimes getting rid of the crud in your life does lead to celebration, quite frankly. So yeah, there's definitely something fast moving away, taking it out, taking it away from you and helping you out there, Scorpio. Purejoy.
So I've got you come across as the Queen of Wands. So this is basically what Melly was saying, but this is Queen, which is higher than the Knight. And with the Queen, they psychically know the inspired action that they are going to take. So with Melly, it was the thoughts. This is like, I just know I am the ruler. I don't have to do practically anything. I know it's going to go away. And here with the Six of Cups, exactly like Melly, we've got that situation where the bird is in the cage and the little boy and the little girl are saying to each other, perhaps, wasn't it good when we did this and that, and it's great. But now it's like, I do love you. And if you love something, you let it free. And, sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't. But the essence of what you wanted will come towards you. And that's why you're the Queen of Wands. So psychically, you will know that being idealistic about certain relationships and the way life isn't always good. So be like the Queen of Wands and just rule. She's very open. She's very relaxed. She knows what's happening. So in order to be like that, one does need to play the game of life, so to speak, and release what has gone on in the past. It's not serving you. Rule yourself with an iron wand. Make that wand your truth, and make it a magical wand while you're at it. And then it doesn't matter what has gone, flown away, gone away. You can always create more of what is more of an adult. You see how mature she is? She's grown. So well done, Scorpio.
So we've got our last one for this evening, and it's Pisces. Now, Pisces. I like your reading, Pisces. You've got Judgment and the Ace of Wands. Pisces, I feel like you're being called to rise up, all right? And that means energetically and spiritually, all right? I feel like some of you, Pisces, who have been working through the dark night of the soul, are ready to come out of that, like the people coming out of what looks like the coffins. You're being called to rise up. And I think that you will have a true awakening and a true look at spirit. And you know where they say the veil is, then I think you will actually, some of you will be able to see that. And it's being shown by the Ace of Wands, you know, that desire, that inspiration, that gift that you're being given from spirit. You know, when you do please spirit, you ask spirit, you work with spirit, you get these gifts. And you're being given this gift that you're going to absolutely run with. Something that's so inspirational to you, something that you're passionate about and that you can just run with it. Again, it's the card of karma. If you put good out there, it'll come back to you. And Pisces, I think that's a pretty cool reading. Beth.
Right, just as Melly says, I couldn't have put it more eloquently, to be fair. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, and what Melly was going on about the spiritual is this white bird coming to nest on the branch to tell the woman here that you will have all your rewards that you want. This is normally a birth card, just like the Ace of Wands. So what you want to grow and develop as a human being, you can pay attention to that spiritual bird giving that purity of energy there. How cool is that? And then, where am I? We've got the Six of Pentacles, which is the giving and the receiving. So just like Melly said, the karma card, what you put out comes back. So allowing that balance between giving and taking is very essential. So give to yourself now, but give to others. When you are a mother in this card, mothers always give, unconditionally giving. And it's very much like this. One has to give in order to just, keep the world afloat. I'm not saying you have to give birth, but I am saying you have to give and receive in equal measure sometimes. But with the Six of Pentacles here, it's always about being generous, about receiving. It is the charity card as well. So what charity can we look at that we need to express? Sometimes charity can be those kind words. And when you need it, you need it. And that's one of those things, Pisces. Pisces are always good at giving, hopefully. Being in tune with that spiritual side. And yeah, just pay attention with that. But yeah, new things are on the horizon and spiritual and pure. So just like Pisces being that beautiful person that you are, no problem.
So we're cool. Done. That's our tarot horoscopes for week commencing the 18th of January, regardless of what date I was trying to say it was. But I got closer than Purejoy did, so I'm taking that. I'm having that.
I thought it was February. Come on, you know. But yeah, but the best thing about doing early horoscopes is it's almost like when I used to do a lot of readings for myself. You know, the Tower comes up or the Three of Swords or something. Oh right, I'm expected to go through that. Am I okay? And it's almost like being pre-warned. So some of you aren't having the best time of your life, and some of you are. So that's
A couple of you have had a complete change around from last week. I know Gemini and Libra didn't get the best news last week, but they got better news.
Yeah, there's a lot of Three of Cups in those readings, and a lot of court cards as well. So good luck with next week that follows. And if you're looking this on a playback, seeing how the week went, yeah, hope things went well. Sometimes energies does take a while to kick in, and sometimes that energy that we've spoken to, you can say, oh, that months ago to me. It's just then you're on a faster soul vibration, you're whizzing through your stuff. So that's good. Hello, Patricia. How are you? And yeah, so it is a lot of fun. Me and Melly always have fun when we're on, don't we, Dal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So whether
Wouldn't do
unicorn,
it if we didn't.
oh, that's true. That's absolutely true. I'm not sure if Aqua Leo is still here.
I think she did one.
Yeah, she keeps having all these men around, like dentists and acupuncturists and all sorts of funny people going on. So yeah, I'm not so sure. So I don't know. I think it's quite late today to do questions, isn't it, Melly?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to go through this video and put some timestamps in. So thank you everybody who did come to the reading, even if you popped in just to say hello. It's always nice to get your faces on the comments. So thank you so much for keep coming and supporting us.
Absolutely. And if you want to go back to last week's reading and just say, oh yeah, that energy happened or it didn't, or I'm still working through it, it's always good to actually comment because it does help Melly's tarot and me out a lot, just to know those things. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, guys. Hi, Patricia. You've just got us caught on the tail end of the tarot scopes. We will be doing some live readings. I know I'm doing some on
Saturday.
Thank you. I'm glad you know what I'm doing because I haven't got a clue.
I know your diary. I'm in
Saturday
charge with
at 9 p.m. and that's with Kate's tarot guidance. Bev and I can't seem to get our calendars together to do a live.
It's my yeah, we were going to do one today, but no, I'm doing work, 12-hour, 14-hour shifts in the next 2 days. Sunday I'm off. Monday I'm live with Tarot's Talk on Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning, so that's good. Yeah, have you done on your about page yet when you're on live? No, you should do that. So if people do check you out, they know your time table. It is a good idea. It's a kind of a good idea, that.
Absolutely.
So, unfortunately, we have been on the same time as Cancer Moons. So Cancer Moons is doing, he's reading at the moment. I just saw that, which is absolutely fine. He's a good dude if you've ever seen him.
Yeah, I think I've got him on my subscriptions page.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will leave it there for now. Sorry about the Wi-Fi issues. I think that's my Wi-Fi. I reset it and everything. We've been fine since then. So I will see you guys soon. And Purejoy, thank you so much for joining me on my channel and doing this collaboration every week. We will be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. unless it gets changed, but you will be notified. I can't see it being changed, but you will be notified. So for everybody, much love to everybody, and we will see
Thank you for having me, Mel.